Hello and welcome to the Nexus. Today we are doing Disney Doll's House issue 45. Let's take a look at what we've got. Right, so upon opening our pack, we've got the bits of wood for doing the walls and everything in the basement. And all of our things
Hang on.
are all bent. I'm not very impressed about that.
Can you see that?
It's all bent and creased and everything. It's not good in my eyes.
Every one of them.
All of them. Where they've put them in with the wood.
Yeah, they're all like it.
And obviously...
I think once you get it stuck down, it'd be fine.
Well,
but it's... I mean, look.
It doesn't look good. And we have our rug. It's very soft. Look, all of the sewing detail that's gone into that. That's even a bit bent, but hopefully with time I'll be able
you
to
can actually see as well,
flatten that.
Can you see that?
Yeah.
where it's been creased in the packet.
Because that's been in with the wood as well.
So because the way the wood has sat,
Such a
which
shame.
has been
Stacked.
It's been stacked like this. And then these have been in with it. These have been on top of it, I do believe. These were loose. And then these were in a bag.
With the rug.
With the rug. This is the bag.
The bag's even got a crease.
But it was sort of like that in the box. So it just all got creased in. Obviously there's the big box. So that's what it was like.
They could have placed it better. They could have had the wood stacked better
and then
it wouldn't have creased.
They're all creased quite badly.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping once we get it stuck down it's not an issue, but you weren't happy with that.
No. As soon as I took it out of the box I was like, right, I'm not happy with that.
But the detail on this rug is really nice.
Yeah, I do like the rug. That will definitely be going in my house.
That's the Mickey's front room.
Mickey's room, yeah.
Yep. So that's that.
I do like that rug.
So
I'll hand over to Kev to do the building.
Okay, yeah, they are crisp, but we won't... Now, we've got a lot of bits here. The only bits we're concentrating on today is the two larger bits. These two and the two larger bits of wall. We do have the interior walls, which are these, but we don't do them in this issue. That is for next issue. So we've got parts in this part for the next issue, basically. And we'll be fitting them next time. But, to be fair... you could probably go ahead and fit them anyway. I'm going to show you a little bit, test fit them, but obviously I will do that on the next issue anyway. But I'll roughly show you where they go in the basement section itself. So what we do need is the basement base and the other two walls that we've had previously. But before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to fit these two sections on our bits of wood just here. So we're going to do that now. Okay, so here are our two bits. Now we're going to flip this one round. We're going to do this one first. So this is obviously the outside. And this will be on the inside of our basement. So the part of the wall that we're going to be putting on obviously isn't this part. Because it has the outside wall section on it just here. So we need to flip it round. And it doesn't matter. These two are the same. Are virtually the same size. You need to make sure that we get the bigger one. And not the smaller one, which will go on this one. So when we get these two bits, just measure them up like so. You can see that the back one here is slightly bigger. So we're going to take the bigger one for the bigger room. And we're going to do it just along here. And then when we cut it, we're going to cut into this groove when we cut that section out. So what I'm firstly going to do is peel this section on and we'll see what it looks like at the end. Okay, so there's our first wall. We need to make sure it's level at the bottom here and sort of level at the top. There will be a little lip at the top as with the last pieces. We just need to curl that round like so. And then we need to cut off the excess, which is here. But also there is a section just here. Now you can feel it, but it doesn't go, it goes all the way down. We need to cut very carefully into the paper here, exposing the groove that we have on this side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Okay, so at the end there, you just cut this off, and that is what we are left with in this section. Once again, the crease has been levelled out, which is good. I knew it would anyway. And we just level it over just like that along the lip there, and that is the first wall done. The second wall, so we need it this way, so not this way. We need to have this lower section on this side, on the right side if we're looking at it, and we're going to do the same with this one. So we're just going to level it up here like so. I'm going to place it down, move it across, and then what we're going to do is we're going to cut out this whole section here of our Stanley knife, and then we'll take a little look and see what they both look like. Okay, so there we go. Once again, you just overhang, push that down along the edge, creases come out. What I tend to do is cut these bits, and then instead of ripping them off because you might get a tear mark, is I just stick them over the back, stick them over the side, just there as well. I've done the same thing. Now in the book it obviously says to cut this section. There's no need to cut that section. I don't know really why they ask. I suppose it's so it's symmetrical, sort of both sides. Okay, so we've got these two bottom pieces, these two, I should say, end pieces. Now what we need is the basement section itself and the two walls that we had previously. So I'm just going to grab them now. Okay, so we have our two sections here. So our first one will go into here, like so. Next one will go into here, like so. It's always good to put everything in place before securing it down. So just like that, like so. And obviously we haven't secured anything down properly, so it is going to come apart. But until we start gluing everything down, as you can see, there's a bit of a, there we go. So this bit with the two grooves at the end, it's going to sit at this end where the two sections here, there we go, are protruding. So this is going to sit basically in here, like so. And I don't want to push it down just yet. And then this end piece will sit just here. So all the wall sections, and obviously once again that will be pushed into place, but all the wall sections will be facing inwards. The outside will look plain because remember this is a drawer. So what we're going to do now is glue under each section, all along these sections, so it all joins up, and then we'll show you the end result. Okay, and there we are. So at the end of this, this is what it looks like. It's now incredibly solid. It's not flimsy or anything. The good thing is that the grooves in here hold that in place. That's obviously what it looks like around the edges. Sort of like that. Yeah. Now, we do get the interior walls. Now, I'm just going to show you wherever I've placed them. Where have I put them?
Here.
Oh, yeah. Now, we're doing this in the next issue, but you can see clearly where they go. So this wall will go in there. And obviously this one will go in there. Like that. So you can sort of see where they're going to go. And they will have the brick design like that on both sides. On both sides. So I think that's why, the reason we've got them in this issue is because in the next issue we get something completely different that will be after this. So it's yeah, I don't know how they're going to catch up, but there isn't a lot, I don't think after this sort of bit there isn't a lot left to do into the sort of basement itself, because I think I think the design of it is near enough there. I mean, we've got a few bits to go along here, I think, to secure this section just here. It's all pretty solid at the moment anyway, so let's just take these out. So that will go along there with, that's why we've got these bits. But what I'm saying is, if I wasn't recording this and I would have just built this already, I would have already gone ahead and done this.
Yeah.
because it's pretty
self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's self-explanatory. You know where it's got to go and where it's got to sit. That's exactly how I just showed you how it sits. You can tell the certain way it's going to go because of the grooves
and maybe
within the
subscribers
sections.
will get both issues
like so. You can sort of see that
together.
Yeah, when you're a subscriber, you'll probably get both issues together. So you could probably just go ahead and sort of do that anyway. But you can sort of see. I mean, look at that. It's sitting perfect. So I've got the way it's supposed to sit, and I've got the pieces to actually do this bit. So there's nothing really stopping me.
Except me.
Except you, Kirst, yeah. And the fact that, well, you know, you like to see what you're doing in every issue and stuff like that.
Yeah.
From doing that. But there isn't really nothing stopping from anybody else completing this section. I mean, I could do it, but then it would give us nothing to do next week.
Exactly.
But anyway,
that means next week's video would be like 2 seconds long.
Yeah, because we've already built those bits. I don't know what's coming. I know what's coming in the next issue. We'll have a look at that in just a minute. But I wouldn't be surprised if we're just doing one of these next week. Oh, we just do that one for this week.
No, they've got to have you do both.
I was going to say they've got that, but you never know. You never know.
I know they like to drag them on, but.
But by the looks of it, it looks like what happens is you put the door on first. That's what it looks like you do. And then this, because of the way the wood is cut, but it looks like that sits in there like that. And obviously the stairs will be here. Funny about the stairs as well is what comes in the next issue, Kirsty?
Right, so in the issue next week, we get the stairs from the basement up to, obviously,
the frozen hallway.
room.
So down the back here.
Yeah, we also get the teacup and saucer for Alice in Wonderland's room, and another chair for Alice in Wonderland. So.
Yep, that's what we get. But yeah, we've still got quite a bit, I think, to do on this basement. We've still got to put the door in.
Yeah.
On this section. We also get like this section as well would be built. We also get sort of I think it's like a plastic coving
along that side,
along the edges.
It's not along all of the edges.
It's not along all of the edges. I know it's on top of these, but I believe.
No, we get extra panels to put on top of.
Do we?
Yes, look, because the pattern changes, and it's higher.
Oh, so I don't know how they're going to go on. So will that build up? I don't know. Look, I don't know. It looks like it. Look.
If you look at the picture of Winnie the Pooh's basement,
it looks taller.
The walls are higher than the little section.
Yeah.
And the papering's different. The brickwork.
Yeah, this might be the test build. So it might be completely different. But I know that there is some sort of covering that goes around the top here. So we've still got that. We've still got this bit to build. We've still got these bits, the staircase and the door. So there is still quite a few issues still. I know we don't move away from this until issue 52, I do believe. 51, 52, around that sort of area. So, and we're only on issue 40.
Take the rug out of there because it doesn't belong in that room.
we are on issue 45. Yeah, it'll be 46 next week. So we are still going to be heavily working on this section. But I've got to say that it's really nice. And it's solid built. And yeah, I'm happy with that. You happy with that, Kirst?
Yes, I am now.
I told you the grooves would...
I know, but...
the creases would come out. And they do come out very well. You can see it on here.
I just worry.
I know. But anyway, look, thank you for watching. I've been Kev.
And I've been Kirsty.
And obviously, as always, we'll see you at the next video.